I was working multiple jobs, saving everything I could, doing what I thought was right, until one conversation stopped me in my tracks. Growing up, we always had what we needed as a family, but I always thought to myself, I wanted more. More security, more options, and more to give to my future family. At the end of the day, I want my kids to have a better life than I did. In saving, it started very simple for me. In college, I was doing maintenance work on campus. I taught myself how to cut hair and working as a server all at the same time. I wasn't doing that because I loved staying busy. I wanted to stack cash as fast as I could, even if I didn't really know how money worked quite yet. At that time, I literally kept money in a Jordan shoebox in my closet. Yes, I was one of those. And looking back, I simply did that because it was accessible. But everything changed about 4 or 5 years after graduation. What my good friend showed me about wasn't about working harder. It was about using money more efficiently. We all earn an income, whether that be $50, $100, $1 million a year. That money comes in, we pay for our lifestyle. I'm talking about housing, transportation, food, bills. And most people focus on only the amount of money that they can save. And maybe that money gets put in a savings account or put into the stock market. But what blew my mind is when they asked me this question. What if you can earn not only on what you can save, but on the money that flows through your hands every single year in the form of expenses? And then I became curious. They said, let's take an example. A household makes $100,000, and over the course of the year, they spend $80,000 on expenses for their lifestyle. What's left? $20,000. And if you were to invest that money and get 10%, what's the return on that? $2,000 on the money that you were able to save at a 10% interest rate. But what they made me realize is $80,000 goes out of a family's hand every year on repeat. What if you were able to make a return on the $80,000? Let's say 3%. That's $2,400. And the question that changed my mind forever was, which would you rather have? 10% on the $20,000 that the family can save, or 3% that goes out the window every single year? So I thought to myself, $2,000 on this hand or $2,400 on this hand. So just looking at the numbers, I said $2,400. And that's when my friend looked back at me with the grin on his face. I thought I might have done the math wrong in my head, but he leaned in and said, why don't you want both? That moment shattered my belief that money growth was only about investing the leftover money. What really stuck with me was this. We spend money from the day we're born to the day we pass away. Why wouldn't you want to learn how to earn on the largest portion of your income that goes out the window every year? I realized money is really a measurement of time. The more money you control, the more time you can buy back in your life. And that's what I wanted all along. Freedom, control, and peace of mind. Whether it took 1 year or 10 years, it didn't really matter to me. I knew this was foundational, not just for me, but for my future family and generations after me. I couldn't keep this to myself. Once you have the knowledge that can truly help people, not sharing almost feels wrong. And I get it. This won't click for everyone. Some people will hear it, it'll go right in one ear and go right out the other. But for most, it'll land the same way it did with me. And that was, why didn't anybody ever show me this sooner? And that's simply why I share my story. If you ever felt like you're working hard, saving what you can, but still not seeing money really work for you, there is another way. And if you'd like to learn how to use your full income, not just what's left over, click the link below and I'd be happy to share more so you can put every dollar to use.